Oh my. Fat boy! Bring your brother a snap. Bring your brother snap. The awesome. Bring your brother the all snacks, boy.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up
bring your brother
with
the
the
all snacks.
Indianapolis Colts. The first
bring your brother the all snacks.
Season down. What will the final two bring us?
Practice.
This will be taken in at the 1.
Practice.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Right here, big boy.
Hey, set 29, Alpha. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Under 10, 10. Jump. Hey, Alabama.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be second and 11.
Give it to him now. Come on. It's okay. The rug is in the door. Where your shoes at? Where your cleats at? Both of them. Right.
Now Brady. Looking deep for Hilton. And that could be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something
when
that
I call you, I need to come down here and put your shoes on. Get ready to go.
Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. To throw, it's Brady, and that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Switzer. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 26.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Throwing on 2nd down. Roethlisberger trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And this is going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. We were just talking about him pregame. 3 tackles for a loss. Last week you thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there. Another one in the first quarter.
He's every bit of what you described. And I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's see ball, get ball. And that's what he's doing really well.
One at a time, man. Yo, that boy. One at a time.
Yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Jack 16. Hey, Delta. Check 13. Kill.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 6th touchdown of the season.
Hey, bring your brother Bottle down here, too.
Strike first here in this opening.
Bring his cup down here.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism.
It should be right there in front of the TV, big boy.
Don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get the really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice?
Should be in front of the TV. You got your cup down here.
Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message.
He's got a man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 45 yards. On 1st and 10 is Counter. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, exit. 58 the money. 58 the money. Easy. Check 99. Check 99. Kill. Flash is on.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
Right. What you got in your mouth? You all right. You can have it.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
50. What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up?
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 19. You think back to all the big games that Big Ben has had over the years in his NFL career, and numbers-wise, his biggest game came against these Indianapolis Colts. That was in October of 2014. The numbers from that, gosh, video game like 522 yards, 6 touchdowns, and a 51-34 Steeler win in Pittsburgh.
Oh.
And a good game here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On second down now, it's Connor, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Yeah. Come on, right?
I'm coming. Eight. Wahoo. Check pass. Middle. 58, boys. 58. Mike. All day, baby. All day.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Now it's Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Demaryius Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bryant's extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Get it off tomorrow. Get it to
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
7-7, our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady. And he's got his man Hilton. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady escaping the pressure right. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Wait, 53! Let's get in there. Let's get in there. Out.
Brady now to throw. Flushed out right.
This didn't even release.
Runs out. He can't get
Come
rid of
on,
the
man.
football, and he's taken down. Devin Bush gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's exhibit A.
I hit the fucking release button.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now Brady to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Vinatieri's kick is good. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting him the way he's booting him, keep going, big guy.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
All the people right there.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Show that bench release to go.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker Mason Foster. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations.
Fuck boy,
And he's brought down. Ryan Shazier in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I shouldn't need to move. That should have just stayed right there. Could have been my fault.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Check. 72. 26.
Here's Brady to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Paris Campbell, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
58, boy, 58, Mike. Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you. Double bump.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go.
50. These two. Here we go, here we go.
Now Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Roethlisberger. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Easy, easy.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jabal Sheard, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He was superb a week ago. 3 sacks in that affair. Now 1 here in the 2nd quarter.
Well, how about our conversations this week? With him, it was pretty simple. He said, I've got a few combinations I can try out they haven't seen yet. And on the flip side, they thought they had a plan to block him. Might need to come up with something else because he looks like he's getting loose now.
Punch, counter punch.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do? Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Brady is going to fire one deep. It got his man complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. And now Adam Vinatieri. He's into his 40s now. You'd think low to mid-50s, probably about the outside of his range. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here.
If I'd have had the win, I'd have made it.
Out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
44. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let this one go deep.
Get the fuck out of here, man. I keep playing you feet.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
All right, let's see. This shit ain't working.
Juju Smith-Schuster with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
They go play action here on first down. Now he's flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Devin Bush in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On second down, it's Ware. Ware gets hit, and the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Jack 16. No spacing.
Wow. 36 to Mike. Hey, 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 hey. Jack.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with the referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right back to Connor here on 1st. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Middle.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
50
Ready? Black 20. 44.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Danico Autry able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what are you, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
That throw by Brady, incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there for Indy. 58 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Into the red zone, it's Brady.
Oh!
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, it's Brady. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-17.
Boy, fuck boy.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick
Fat
it
boy.
away after the touchdown.
Come put your shoes on,
This will
man.
be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Matter of fact, go ahead back. You can wait 10 minutes. I'm gonna call you down here in 10 minutes.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. Well, they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, go get him, go get him.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 25 yards that time. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Roethlisberger now 9 of 17 through the air.
Rush in. 80 weapons.
Jack 16. Hey, Charlie.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. He'll try and run for it with Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go up. No, 66. Bravo.
To throw again. Brady. Right side complete to Butler. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it with Mack. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the... Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. He's at the 50.
Oh, man.
He's at the 40. 20. 10.
Oh, man. Good shit.
And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Brady's throw there complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Come put your shoes on.
Calling a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
Come put your shoes on.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Caught left side by Funchess. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
6 guys. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Regular.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. His pass caught at the 4.
Come put your shoes on.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jack Doyle. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Vinatieri able to tackle the PAT. And that will shave one more off this lead.
The white thing.
Here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe... And oh, he coughed it up!
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
What time is it? What time is it?
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Tight end's right. 3 down, 3 down.
Hey, alert!
Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Hey, box drop.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense, let's go. 58.
Quarter.
Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
They're not ready. No spacing. They're not ready. Black.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
I'm not using no more timeouts.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will hand a counter. And he's got some space here. Pass, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Brady. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Alert! Alert!
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Brady to throw. And he's got his man Hilton. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Here we go. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Alert. 3 out. Go Bandit. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Alert. 72.
On 1st down, Brady to the end zone, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton once again the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
26 Mike. Hold 50. 26 Mike. Check it. Reload. Hey, Haywood. Malcolm.
Throwing again. Brady to the goal line, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton once again the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
26 Mike. Hey, orbit. Shadow.
Brady to throw again. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
Woo!
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that will get them one closer.
Good game, man.
Now to kick it away after the touchdown.